Hello, I'm Matt and welcome to Badger Workshop. You might have noticed on my shop tour that I had no good way of storing all my clamps. So after showing the world my clamp shame, I decided to do something about it. Left over from building the hut, I had loads of offcuts of OSB. So I decided to use this to make the rack. The first thing was to make the brackets. I wanted them at an angle, so I marked out and then tried to cut them out on the miter saw. The wood was a bit too long to make the cut on the miter saw, but using the hold down clamps to hold it nice and safely in place, I could flip it over and finish the cut. I drilled and countersunk holes along the back edge of the bracket. I then found a piece of scrap wood that was the same thickness as one of my clamps. This would go between two of the brackets to keep them apart so the clamps would slide between them. They will get glued and screwed together. I have 3 different styles of clamp I want to hang on this rack, so I make 3 different brackets with different size spacing between them. Before I get too carried away with this build, just have a little test to make sure this idea actually works. Seems to be fine, and so it should, it's that simple. What I'm making here is just some end brackets, so they're just a single bit of OSB, but they have a bit of wood on the side to make it easier to screw to the back. And now I'm cutting the back down for it all to go onto. First I glue and screw an end bracket into place. Well, on the end obviously. This will support a shelf on the top. With the ends in place, I can start gluing and screwing in the clamp racks. The 2 brackets are kind of too close together to get my driver in place, so I managed to get 1 screw through in the front, and then I could flip it round and screw through the back to secure it. I attached all 3 clamp brackets, testing them with clamps as I went to make sure they'd all fit and not bang into each other as they slid in and out. I cut down 1 last piece of OSB, and this is going to be the shelf to go on the top of it. This just gets screwed in place. This shelf will just give me an edge I can put some of my spring clamps onto. To make it easy to put up and take down again, I'm just going to put these keyhole plates on the edge. Instead of mounting it on the wall, I'm just going to mount it on the edge of my shelving unit. Should be plenty strong enough, and when I come to move, it's just a couple of screws to take it all down again. Time to introduce the clamps to their new home. I've made this bigger than it needed to be. I could pretty much get twice as many clamps on each rack. Plus there's room to actually mount another rack on it if I get another style of clamp in the future. I wanted room to expand it, because I think someone might have mentioned once you can never have too many clamps. Anyway, that's it all done. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more videos.